Right, it's Mike from the Mike James Rock Show. Matt from August Burns Red is joining us on the sofa. How's it going, my friend?
It's going very well.
Welcome back to the UK.
Thank you.
It's your first run in, 3 years, is it, roughly?
Yeah, it's been a couple years since we've been here.
Yeah.
We did, in 2014, I was actually just talking about this with my guitarist, JB.
Yeah.
We did 17 shows in the UK.
Okay.
Just in the UK.
Yeah.
Which is
one
crazy.
Tour, or was that 2 tours? I can't remember.
It was one tour, 2014.
Nice.
So that would have been 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But we played the Underworld last night in London.
I saw some footage of that from...
That was awesome. Sold out, and tonight we're in Bristol.
And that's sold out as well.
Sold out as well. Yeah.
You're over here doing the 10th anniversary of Messengers.
That's right.
Did you ever think when you were sat in your sort of studio or your bedroom, whatever, writing that album, that in 10 years' time we're going to go and tour still across the world playing this music?
No. The short answer is no. I remember writing this record very, very clearly, though, because it was our second full length, and I knew I had all these new ideas on the drums and lyrically. I wrote a lot of the lyrics, too. And I had all this content, and I knew I needed to practice and spend a lot of time. And so I remember crafting the songs, Composure, Back Burner, Up Against the Ropes, The Truth of a Liar, Redemption. I remember where I was when I came up with certain lyrics, and I remember how excited I was when I would write, certain drum parts. I would get them down, and then recording it was a blast. And when it came out, it seemed to have it just was well received.
It just took on a life of its own, really, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of places around the world that we'd play for the first time. We'd play these songs in 2008, 9, 10, and people loved it. And so I guess back then I wasn't even thinking about 10 years down the road, but it is amazing. Like last night in London to be playing the whole record, start to finish, and seeing people sing along to all the songs. So
was there tracks that you haven't played live in such a long time that you had to go back and go, I need to remember how to play this tune or this rhythm or something?
Oh yeah. Yeah, multiple. Black Sheep we had only played a couple times.
Okay, in 10 years.
In 10 years.
Blimey.
We had never played The Balance. Vital Signs we had never played. Okay. So there are a couple songs there that I had to go back, and I actually went on YouTube and I searched for my own band song and then a drum cover. So for example, August Burns Red, Vital Signs drum cover, and there's a couple results. Click on one, and I'd watch another drummer playing my drum parts to figure out how to play.
Did he do it better than you?
Parts. Yes. I felt embarrassed.
He's probably only about 14 at the time as well.
Yeah.
It's always the kids, they can just bash away, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So 10 years on from that, you're touring the UK on this, and you've also you've just announced new album.
New album's
new
coming
video,
out.
The full shebang.
Yeah.
Tell us all about the new album and how it's all come about.
Yeah, the new album is called Anthem.
Yep.
And it's a title I came up with based on the idea of you having a song or a sound deep in your soul or in your being that kind of gives you value and identity and purpose. People don't see it. You might look like a nobody, inconspicuous, or you might look like an outcast or someone that doesn't have your life together. But deep down, there's that anthem, that song, that that identity, and it's rooted deep in you, and it's what gives you purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's not so obvious. And so the phantom part of it then would to be. It's there to represent the idea of something that's kind of hidden or underground, grassroots. So that record's coming out October 6th.
Yep.
Really, really pumped about it. Obviously, here we are again, 7th full length. But there's some new stuff on there that we haven't done before.
Okay.
And we released a song called Invisible Enemy.
I wanted to talk to you about the video to that.
Recently, and a music video as well.
Yeah, so. that video is insane. It's like marionette dolls, isn't it?
It's marionette dolls.
So spitting image. They're,
the
detail in
it's
the looks, even
amazing.
the details on the instruments and things like
that.
So on point.
Right. I don't know how much time they spent, but they would have had to have spent hours and hours and hours and hours, days and days. And I know it was kind of a crunch time kind of thing, so I think they just crammed it all into like a week or a couple weeks. But the video is based on us being marionettes. Yeah. And we're playing through the song.
It's insane. For anyone who hasn't seen it, go and check it out, because it's got there's a drum solo in the middle of it where it just drops away and there's like smoke and stuff coming. It's like if you looked at that at a glance, it could be a real person.
It could be a real
You
person.
can't see the strings or anything. Like, this is cool.
Yeah, they had me take pictures of the drum set.
Okay.
Top, back, front, and side. And then they had us take pictures of ourselves, front, back, top, and side. And then they had me do a playthrough video of how I played the song so that they could match it up. They were very detail oriented. It was awesome.
Is this going to be a theme now for the album? Are you going to carry on with the marionette theme or that kind of style towards the album? Because the artwork is quite striking as well.
Yeah,
come out
thank
so
you. Yeah, the marionette thing I think is just for this video.
Okay.
I think those guys would probably have a heart attack if we contracted them for the other songs.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the video. It's cool. It's different.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but it's also just very visually dynamic in that it's us playing. You're hearing this metal song, but you're watching marionettes.
It's still a performance piece, like you would like a normal kind of video with you guys in it.
Exactly.
It's insane. Have you made plans for other videos then, or is that all under wraps?
We have, yeah. Our second single coming out is called The Frost, and that we'll be shooting a music video for that when we get home.
Okay.
So we actually rehearsed it today in sound check, just trying to keep track of the parts, you know, because that will be probably us performing in that. Which when you perform for a music video, you don't actually, like, the guitars aren't actually plugged in. No, they're just kind of jamming along.
Sometimes you've got to sing at twice the speed to get the effects.
Right,
and
the
things
effects,
like that. Yeah.
The drums. You're hitting the drums because you kind of have to, but the cymbals are stacked or taped so that they're quiet. The heads are tuned down so they're quiet. So there's a bit of like acting involved. Yeah.
It's what you've got to do though nowadays when you get into being a band. You become a brand and you've got to become an actor and you've got to become, a brand ambassador and all that kind of thing. It's a lot of new and up and coming bands kind of don't really buy into that until it's a bit too late. Obviously when you started 10 years ago or before that and you brought the message out, the whole world has changed with regards to like social media and music. How have your band been able to keep on top of it and stay relevant?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say most importantly, you have to put the music first.
Okay, yeah.
We know what kind of music we want to write, and we know what kind of music we enjoy, and we work hard and we practice and spend a lot of time with the songs to get them to where we want them to be. That comes first. It precedes your branding, it precedes your marketing, it precedes everything. But from there you can get kind of creative as to how you want to promote your music and your records. But ultimately, second of all, you have to tour. Yeah. To stay out there playing shows, you have to stay relevant and be intentional about picking the right tours and saying no to the other ones. Finding the right bands for your tours if you're headlining. All those things are very, very important. But also, third of all, I would say you have to roll with the punches. So if CDs aren't selling anymore, you have to find other ways to capitalize on the current technological trends. For example, Spotify.
Of course,
is a great resource. We don't make as much money now on CD sales because people are streaming on Spotify. So how can we benefit from the fact that millions of people are using this streaming app? Well, there's a lot of ways. We can do interviews with Spotify. Mm-hmm. We can create music playlists that people can listen to. That kind of stuff is really important. And so instead of being hurt and offended and sort of, victimized by the fact that it's not like it used to be, you look at how you can benefit from the way it is. Yeah.
You mentioned Spotify just then and all these musical platforms. How do you go about getting a tune out? Because the new single you just released was exclusively on Sirius XM, wasn't it? How, once it's been out on that, do you stop it from being leaked further afield, or do you literally have to go, right, we'll have it exclusively on this, and then a few hours later we'll put it out ourselves to our own network?
I would say it's more like the latter, like you just said. We don't allow a lot of time to pass between when it's first available and when it's available for purchase. Yes. So in other words, if we're streaming it but it's not available for download, we'll make sure to be intentional about having it for sale 48 hours later, which is exactly what we're doing. So because you want to maintain the the excitement about something. So people are excited, they watch a music video, they heard the song. Now where can they buy it? Well, you can pre-order it. Okay, wonderful. That's what I want to do. So we give that option right away. and then you get the song or you get the CD not long after.
Is that the same with merchandising as well? Because I've noticed a few bands will do very specific merchandise for, say, like you're doing 4 dates in the UK now. You'll do UK only T-shirts, but you'll do a smaller run and then keep the prices high to make it that little bit more special. Is that the kind of ethos behind it?
Yeah, it's good to make certain things exclusive.
Yeah.
So that it's more, it's more special and significant that way. Not everyone has, this 7-inch because we only printed 200 of them.
Yeah. What's the plans now then? Obviously the album's coming out in October. You've got a few more dates around the UK. What's after that and for the rest of 2017?
Yeah, 2017. This is a long tour. So this is show 2 of 29. We play tonight, play tomorrow in Manchester, and then Monday in London.
Oh, back to London again.
Back to London.
Wow.
To the Underworld for a second show. And then we'll go to mainland.
Okay.
So we'll hit Germany and a lot of countries over there. Check off some new places like Estonia.
Oh, they go mad out there apparently.
Do they?
They
okay.
really do like their heavy out there.
Okay. I'll let you know in a couple weeks.
Just from interviewing bands that have played out in
That's awesome.
Eastern Europe and stuff.
We're excited to go.
Cool, man.
And we go home August 30th. And we have some festivals on the weekends in the fall. I am doing a drum clinic tour in Asia in November.
Oh, nice.
I'm going with the cymbal company I play for. But the band's off until the new year.
Oh, okay. So literally releasing the album and then kind of chilling for a bit.
Taking some time off, doing some festivals, and then January, February of next year, we have some big plans.
Just hit it hard for the whole of next year, basically, and see what the album does for you.
That's exactly right.
What are your expectations for the album once it does drop? Are you expecting to be able to move up another tier at festivals in like ranking and things like that?
I hope so.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. If there's anything that can do it for us, it is new music.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if there's a song on there that people really grab onto, certainly that would be an awesome, reward in a way to see our slot go a little bit higher, bigger tours, bigger numbers. But ultimately, I just hope people like the music. And if we stay where we are, I would be happy.
Yeah. It's sustaining now, isn't it? That's the main thing in the music industry, I guess. Is you get to a certain level where you need to tour 10 months of the year, but you also need to be able to pay the bills when you get home off the back of those tours.
That's right.
And
it's very good right now.
That's
so
cool.
if it stays where it's at, that would be awesome.
Yeah, or gets better.
Yeah, or gets better.
It's been an absolute pleasure catching up with you and finding out all things always been
likewise.
and the plans for the future and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, you never know. We might see you back here imminently next year sometime. Maybe a festival or another run of days.
We'll be back here actually quite a bit next year.
Gosh,
so we'll be back. We'll be able to talk about the songs that you guys have obviously heard by then.
Fan favorites by then.
Yeah, fan favorites and what songs we're playing tonight, that sort of thing. So
that'd be cool.
I look forward to it.
Thanks very much, man. That's awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.